Okay, so it's morning of day 4. We're going to go for a little hike this morning while our other half of our team over there is doing a little bit of office work. So anyway, we're going to hike up into these hills behind us here and just kind of get a little exercise. I've been spending a little bit of time in the vehicle, so kind of build up to a little bit more hiking, which was part of the plan for the trip anyway. So come along with us. Let's see what we got up there. It's the kind of bullshit that people just release into the air and it comes out down here. Okay, so I'm going to wad this up, and this is on our route back. We'll be able to see that. We're going to pick that up on the way back. It's because it's this shit right here that's going to cause for more restrictions and everything. Okay, we're in the saddle between the first and second summit on this ridge. So we're trying to get to there. Very, very rocky. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, got the knees wrapped, shoelaces tight. Let's see what we can do. Okay, ¿cómo sigues, amor? Tres summits en una mañana.
Muy bien. Okay, acá está.
Okay, summit número 3. All right, you can see base camp down there. Quite a ways off. Okay, so we're gonna drop down the ridge. There's a wash down there, and take this wash back to camp. Okay, so checking this route out here, we came down off of this peak. It's not a huge peak, but it's a good morning workout. Now we're gonna take the wash, and that takes us right back to camp. So it's a good morning desert hike. A good way to start the day. So kind of burn up some of that stored up energy from all those miles on the trail. We've probably covered 200 miles trail so far. So that's a lot of trail driving. A little bit of movement on foot's good stuff. Today on day 4, the trail selected by Liz became just a tad bit more technical. We must have crossed no less than 15 washes, some of them difficult, some of them not too bad. But after about 4 to 5 hours of driving, we had only covered about 15 miles. It wasn't until we arrived at the sand flats that we were able to pick up the pace and make up some time. Sit back and enjoy the views, and listen to the sound of our tires crunching on the rocks of the trails of the Mojave Desert. You're right, Liz. It's gonna drop. Awesome. Go back up it. It's easy. Easy, no problem. Get the Cherokee more. Real slow. Just let it creep. You got it. Let it creep. Okay, just a little bit that way. Little driver. Okay, come on. You're gonna go off a rock. You're good. Ease it. Now cut it this way. Passenger. Passenger. You come on down. You're good. You're through. You're not going to drag.
Oh, yes, I will.
Ah, you won't. You got this. Not even close to dragging.
It's well protected.
Did you find something?
I just discovered it's a Jeep. But when you see the car doing this, stop.
I wasn't down.
Oh yes, I saw your car like that.
So we've probably hit close to a dozen washes like this so far, and you know, some of them are difficult, some of them are not too bad, but nevertheless, you gotta navigate them correctly because you will do damage. Está bien, go. Little passenger. Okay, now straighten out and you're good.
This is recent, you know that, right? Alright, you grab it, I'll grab my wrist, and you grab it with the other hand. So go through here. That's a good thing to do. That right there. Oh, what is it? Feliz Dia de las Madres.
Happy Mother's Day.
Come on, Lars, let's get out of the mine.
Happy Mother's Day.
So this part of the Mojave here is a just a big sand pit. I mean, we're in a valley between two mountain ranges, two wilderness areas, and we are just crossing on a sand road. I mean, it's like beach sand, literally. So yeah, we've seen a lot of different types of scenery on this one. So far, day 4 has been impressive. We've really covered the spectrum when it comes to landscape features. So right now we're just fighting our way through this desert area, get from one mountain range to the other. It's a rough road, that's for sure, and we're going to start trying to find us a campsite as it's going on 3 p.m. We'll be back. All right, so we're gonna call this base camp 4, and we're going to go ahead and get prepared for a cold night out here in the Mojave. We're at about 3,000 plus feet, so there's quite a bit of change in the temperature. It's going to be a cold one tonight. We expect it's going to be down in the 20s. So anyway, unless something interesting develops during the night, we're going to call that a wrap for day 4 of our Mojave winter adventure, Expedition 60.12. We'll see you in the morning.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Christoph.
New Year.
Happy New Year, Milena.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my dear.
We will change the gear for you.
Yes.
What part?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. What do you think that you buy a Jeep that has, you know, from the factory that has 37s on it, like they sell the Gladiator that way?
Yeah, I know. Now they modify all that.
No, they'll do all that for you. Mopar sells all those parts. All right, so we're having a brutal windstorm, and it just collapsed our tent. We weren't in it. We came down to check on some things. So later that evening, we were treated to a New Year's Eve surprise of 70-mile-an-hour winds. That wind basically turned our rooftop tent into a parachute. Milena thought to grab her camera and captured this footage as Christoph and I fought a battle to get this tent back together so that Milena and I could spend the night indoors.